reaction hats off and put your anticipation hats on right now. Bitcoin, it looks bad right now. I'll be honest with you. On the higher time frames, price is sitting at levels that usually make most traders bang out of this market. Ethereum is also at a point where the next move decides everything. And this is where emotions often take over and where mistakes usually happen. But instead of guessing, today I'm going to show you exactly what charts are doing right now and how I'm evaluating a real-time Ethereum trade setup. Let's go! In this video, what you're going to see is why Bitcoin's current position is more important than it looks, and how Ethereum is setting up after reaching a major support level, and how I'm planning my trade with clear rules and risk management. Now, I share this daily analysis so that if you want consistent updates, make sure you're subscribed, and because it genuinely helps the channel. And do me a favor, let's try to reach 30 likes, shall we? Here, look, all you have to do is press the subscribe button. You see it right here, people. Check this out. Just press subscribe. How easy is that? And check all the links in the description. Again, it really helps out the channel. So, also, if you have any questions, do me a favor, leave a comment. I'll respond to these as quickly as possible. And also, as you know, I'm running my fully public trade challenge, growing an account from $10,000 to $100,000. And all of these trades are taken on the WeX platform, and everything is tracked and managed on the Profits Precision journaling platform. And of course, every update is in my free Telegram channel. So if you're not in there, make sure you go in there. All right, so before we go any further, let's get into the macro, because this is important. On-chain data shows that Bitcoin whales are accumulating. New whales are coming in. And the realized cap for large holders keeps rising, even while price is all over the place. That tells us one thing very clearly. Smart money is buying the pullbacks. They're not exiting the market. Now, at the same time, people, we have Trump. He's got something to say. Let's take a listen, people.
Of crypto, very different from the previous administration. Strategic Petroleum Reserve like for crypto?
Yeah, I think so. We're going to do something great with crypto because we don't want China or anybody else, and not just China, but others are embracing it, and we want to be the head. We're going to be ahead of AI. We're going to be way ahead of AI, and we've got to produce tremendous amounts of electricity. You know that it's unbelievable when you think that we need more.
All right, that's enough. So, you know what? I mean, look, here's the thing. Markets don't ignore statements like this, especially when markets are at key levels. You know, we have that Clarity Act just around the corner. Just understand one thing about this. China is a scam, people. China's a scam. I'm joking. No, listen. This video, just keep in mind, if you look at the price of Bitcoin on this video, it's at 101K. Bitcoin is not at 101K right now. So just something to keep in mind. People come out with these type of videos. Just make sure you pay attention to the details. It's good that they come out with this, but just don't be misled. That's all I'm saying. All right, now, moving on. And it's not just politics. JP Morgan, JPM, is confirming strong Bitcoin support right now, reinforcing their $170,000 cycle target. They're also pointing out something important. Mining costs are rising, which continues to act as a price floor for Bitcoin, limiting the risk from current levels. So, while price might feel shaky on the surface, the macro picture is very clear. Whales are accumulating, institutions continue to be bullish, and the long-term conviction is still strong. So you have to keep that in mind. Now, this environment that we're in, this is why the structure and the patience is so important right now, because you have to pay attention to these macro views while price is reaching attractive levels. Now, let's get into the chart, shall we? We're going to begin with Bitcoin on the monthly time frame, because this is where the real context comes from. On the monthly chart, Bitcoin has respected the long-term trend line every single time. Whenever price is pushed too far above it and then came back into this area, price has gone to create a new all-time high. We saw this back in 2018, we saw this in 2019, and we saw this in early 2023. So again, we're at these levels right now in 2026. We're back here again, and the monthly chart, it looks bad, but it looks uncomfortable. But historically, this is the exact kind of structure that is meant to be attractive. All right. Every time Bitcoin looks like this before, it wasn't the beginning of a bear market. It was the beginning of the next expansion. You have to think like a contrarian in these situations. Now, let's move along. All right, we're going to take a look at the weekly chart. So on the weekly time frame, Bitcoin has gone straight into the weekly bullish order block. This is a zone where the large positions were previously built, and those zones matter. Above us, we also have a bearish order block around the $90,000 region. That's where price previously got rejected. And that's a major supply zone that we will need to watch if price can get back up there. It also serves as a profit objective. So right now, Bitcoin is below fair value for this leg. That means price is lower risk relative to where the move has started. Historically, when Bitcoin enters these weekly demand zones, it usually doesn't rally instantly, but it begins the process of shifting structure. So you have to keep an eye on that. Now, by the way, people, before we get to the 4-hour time frame, I just want to point out all the trades that we're going to be tracking here are tracked on the Profits Precision platform. Now, the YouTube channel here is for the structure, but the Telegram channel is where we share all the details for the trades in real time. So make sure you check that out and don't miss out any on the new trade ideas, especially for the Ethereum one that's coming up. More about that in a moment. So anyway, let's get to Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame, because this is where the short-term behavior matters. And I also put some information on TradingView as well. Now, as soon as Bitcoin touched the weekly bullish order block, price bounced hard, and it formed a support around the $68,000 area. That tells us one important thing. The buyers are stepping in. From here, there are two clean scenarios, right? Bitcoin holds this support and then rallies off of there after it builds structure, or Bitcoin pulls back and we see a test of the weekly bullish order block one more time, which would basically translate into a double bottom or higher low situation, possibly a failed low. Both scenarios are bullish structurally. Now, if the support is cleared and that order block is cleared, then yeah, you could still have that bearish scenario. That would invalidate the bullish scenarios. But until that happens, we have to consider this one. And that's why I said you have to be able to anticipate, right? All right, anyway, let's move along now to the Ethereum. So Ethereum on the larger time frame here, we're going to start here with the daily. When Ethereum, when price broke below the 2,700 support, I mean, this thing moved like in a straight line, right? And I said the next objective would be around 2,100, followed by stronger support around 1,874. That is exactly what we got here on this price action, okay? Price reached all of these levels. And now that support is actually still being maintained. This isn't random. This is a structured move. Now, let's move along and take a look at the 2-hour time frame. Now, here's the thing. Right now, there are two possibilities. The first scenario, right, is this. Price continues higher from here and does not give me an entry. If that happens, hey, I do nothing. I don't chase. But scenario 2, price pulls back into my key level around the 1960 area. That's where I'm interested in. If we get that pullback, then I'll go to a smaller time frame and look for a bullish confirmation before entering. This is basically a 2-to-1 reward risk setup. You can see it right here, and I'm only risking 1% essentially to make 2% on the trade. If the trade actually takes place, if it transpires, I take it. If it doesn't, I simply wait. Everything is rule-based, nothing is emotional, and like I said, all these trades are going to be in the Telegram channel. Now, let me give you a quick update about the Profits Precision and the trade challenge. As you know, I'm running a fully public trade challenge. I'm growing a $10,000 account to a $100,000 account. And this is important because I'm not taking every trade. I'm not taking every move. I'm not chasing these moves. I'm waiting for clean setups, and I'm only taking trades that meet the plan, has to meet the criteria. All trades are taken on the WeX platform, right? That's important because you get great fills, you get tight spreads, and you also get some of the lowest fees in this game. So in situations like this, this really matters just as much as analysis. Now, once the trades are taken, everything is tracked in the Profits Precision platform. Like I said, everything is logged there. All the wins, all the losses, it's all there. No cherry picking, just real trades. And this is how the challenge is run, right? The WeX for the trades, the Profits Precision for the tracking, and also with patience and emotion, right? All the updates, again, are in the Telegram channel. Like I said, everything is in real time. Nothing is in hindsight. So I'm going to wrap it up here. People, do me a favor. If this analysis helped you understand the market even a little bit better, and make sure you're subscribed. All you have to do is check the links in the description. Check this out, right? It's very simple. You just go here, right? You press the subscribe button. Wow, look, magic, you're subscribed. That's all you have to do. Let's try to push the likes up to 30 likes because that's really helpful for me, man. It really helps. And you know what? If you have a trader friend or if you have any friends at all, share it with one friend. And if you want to see how I'm navigating this market in real time, again, if you're not in there, make sure you're in the Telegram channel because this is where all the trade ideas are. This is where all the trades, all the information is, all the market updates, full transparency for the trade challenge and everything else. And again, WeX, use that to take your trades because it's a very helpful tool and you get great prices, right? Great spreads, great everything on there, right? Great fees, and everything is tracked on the Profits Precision platform, which is great for journaling, and you can gain a lot of insight into your own trades by blogging your own trades into this platform as well. So people, do me a favor. I appreciate you being here, but stay patient, stay focused, follow the plan, and I will see you in the next one.